We be fast and they be slow.
Hi everyone, this is Tim with Online Big Blue, bringing you the best in New York Giants sports talk entertainment. We have another Giants breaking news. Blake Martinez has been released by the New York Giants. The move saved the Giants $3 million. It's one of those things that you thought Blake was going to be a key cog to this New York Giants defense, that he was going to fit in to the Winker style, that he was going to bring an aggressiveness, a sense of professionalism, a sense of ability to come in and show these young Giants how to play middle linebacker, and it's all for naught. It's crazy. It's interesting. Again, like I said, he suffered the knee injury in week 3. He appeared in 3 games for the Giants in 2021 only. So, I mean, it's interesting to say the least. It's interesting because of the fact that you've restructured this guy a couple times and now you're going to move on from him. And if we're taking a look and we're looking at this objectively from a football standpoint, why not do it sooner than later? Why not sit there and try to figure out a way? We picked up Phillips, the offensive lineman, off waivers from Baltimore. So that's interesting. Phillips is 6'5", 344. He enters his 3rd season in the NFL. He was a 3rd-round pick in 2020. I think he was 106th overall. He played in Baltimore. He played 22 regular season games, 13 starts, and he also played in both postseason games in 2020. But you got to think of it. You got to take a look at this roster. You got to think about this. We went from a fact that we're saying we had too many linebackers and we had a plethora of linebackers, and we were wondering how we were going to fit everyone into the system and how we were going to make things fit. At no point in time did I see us moving on from Calitro, Blake, and Blake Martinez. Outside of Ojulari and Thibodeau, do we have an actual linebacker on the staff? You're going to rely on Cam Brown, Tay Crowder, McFadden, Coughlin, Fox, Ward, Zimenez? I don't know, man. This is going weird to me now. I knew the Giants were going to make moves. You knew they were going to make a plethora of moves. But you know what I said? It's now gone into the point of being surreal. And I understand Blake is coming off an injury. We understand. We all get that. We all understand that. He probably wouldn't have been at full strength by the time the season started either way. But you know what? It's one of those things that you're just kind of shaking. Yes, and I understand we had to save the money. I get that as well. But you're devoiding now this raw. It's almost like we're tanking in September. You're devoiding this entire roster of talent, or the minimum talent that we have, and you're going to be on a wing and a prayer that these young guys who are very inexperienced and almost have zero experience are going to come in and step up and play beyond key roles in this defense. It's not a good look. It's not a good way to play football. And I'm starting to get overly concerned and overly worried about this defense now. There were other parts of this team that I was getting concerned about, but now it's like you got to really focus on this defense and really kind of think to yourself, where are we at now? Where is this? Where are we going with this defense? Who's going to be? You have when Adoree Jackson is your, for all intents and purposes, when Adoree Jackson is your veteran presence, is your guy that you're going to be relying on to do the things that you need, doing those things you do, and show these young Giants how to move forward in this season. I'm not filled with confidence with that. Sometimes it's good and I've said this before, sometimes it's good just to have a quality veteran presence on this team, and Leonard Williams isn't it. Leonard Williams isn't a guy that people flock to and look at and be like, oh, well, Leonard Williams, he's going to be the guy. It's one of those moves that, like I said, it's a move I get. It's a move I understand. It's a move that you can sit there and tell me, 6 ways to Sunday, why it makes sense from a football standpoint in regards to the salary cap. But you can't sit there and tell me from a talent standpoint, unless Blake Martinez is more hurt than we're even led on to believe, from a quality football standpoint, from a player that we're putting out on the field and we're putting up a finished product, that he is better off not being on this roster. I'm sorry. I don't see it. I just don't see it. You still have to win some games. You still have to be competitive, but I don't get it. And you know what? It's not for me. It's not for me to get. to be forthright, it's not for me to get. It's not for me to understand. You know what? Because some of the moves that they have made this offseason, or not this offseason, some of the moves that they've made recently, the last couple days, haven't made sense. And you know, if it's one of those things that are we actually now starting to not put a quality product on the field or any type of quality product? And like I said, I'm hoping that's not the case. I'm hoping we're gonna find somebody that that this is gonna make sense to, because we have always had issues with linebackers over the last 15 years, and I've talked about it before, and I'm not gonna talk about it ad nauseum again. But we are not the '86 Giants, where the '86 Giants had 4 guys that backed them up that could have easily played and started on other rosters. We're not that team, but. I wish you well, Blake. I don't get it. I don't understand it. You know what? Maybe some more information will come out. Maybe they're gonna try to trade for a linebacker, which still doesn't make sense because of the fact that we're still have to worry about the salary cap. But who knows? We'll do a better insight tomorrow in the morning when I get a better chance to think about this. And again, this is Tim with Online Big Blue, bringing you the best of New York Giants sports talk and entertainment. And as always, if you could like, you can subscribe, and if you can ring that bell, you think what it means, that'd be awesome.